Yes, Mr. Abdul Hafiz. Turn off your camera, please. Turn off your camera, Abdul Hafiz, and mute your YouTube. Okay, what do you want to say to us?
Sorry, you could see my video?
Yeah,
sorry.
It's all right.
Yes, my question was that I've heard many of your speeches. They're very nice. But the question is that about destiny, we have heard from our scholars that destiny means like God knew what you were going to do in the future. So that is what he written down.
Okay, my friend. I'm listening to you. I thank you for what you say. But do you see the hadith in front of you? Does it sound like this is about Allah he knew, or this is about Allah's decision before he or even created where you will go? As you see here, the child did not commit sin. Why he might go to hell? You're mine.
Because our scholars, they say this is because Allah, he can do anything. I mean, if he wills.
Okay, no problem. Okay, my friend, okay, no problem. But don't you Muslim, you call Allah al-adil, which means the just?
Yes.
Okay. Isn't it the Quran speak that you pay for your sin?
Yes.
Okay. So now why the child who did not commit sin, he will pay for no sin? He will go to hell. Explain to me. Go ahead.
I understand this point, and this denies that the adjust part, that the name of Allah, one of the name is just. I agree with that, but the problem is about destiny. Does it prove that God, Allah does not know the future, and he could not write it down as our destiny?
My friend,
I don't call it destiny, call it qadar.
No, this is not what we are talking about. You see, we are answering a video of a Muhammadan from Indonesia about God have his free will, right? And God, when he say things, he do what he say, correct? So Allah, he said that you will pay for your sin. Okay, no problem. Now, why a child who did not commit sin, he will go to hell?
Yes, that I agree. That I'll check this with my scholar, that there is a problem with this. I agree with you.
Okay, the problem with it. Okay, hold on, my friend. You see, I like talking to you. You sound like an intellect person, and we can have a conversation. You spoke to your scholars, and they say there's a problem with this. Is that the problem with Muhammad or the problem with Allah?
Yes, I'm going to talk to them about this hadith and ask them that if...
No. You already spoke to them, and you said to me, they agree that there is a problem. Okay, the problem here, it is the problem with Allah. Allah is not being smart, or the problem with Muhammad not being smart. Which one is not smart for you?
The problem is destiny, because I have to check that...
okay, my friend,
yeah,
I see you are avoiding my question. I'm sure you are smart enough to understand what I'm trying to say to you. You say there's a problem here. There's a problem, all right? Okay. The problem here is in the statement that a child, he might go to hell, even though he did not commit sin. That's wonderful. Now, the problem is in the teaching of Muhammad or in the teaching of Allah?
I think there could be a problem in both.
Okay, so now we have a problem with the teaching of Allah, and this is a Muslim calling me, agreeing that the teaching of Allah obviously is messed up. This is when we mean there is a problem here. It's messed up.
Yeah.
So how Allah can be messed up?
And I think that's true, but I'm just talking about the destiny part. That is something I haven't fully grasped, and I'm not fully in on it. But yes, I'm going to ask my scholar about this also.
Okay, let me ask you, Feroz, right? Your name is Feroz?
No, Abdullah.
Abdullah, sorry, we missed the one before you. His name is Feroz. All right, Abdullah. When Adam, he commits sin, did he commit sin by his free will, or Allah forced him to commit sin?
Allah knew what he was going to do.
No,
so he wrote down.
This isn't the question. You see, please, I respect you that you are a smart person. So I want a smart answer. Listen carefully to my question before you open your mouth, please.
Okay.
Did Adam choose to commit sin, or Allah made him commit sin, forced him to commit sin? What do you say?
Well, even if Allah knew that Adam was going to do sin, he could have stopped him.
This is not the question. Again, you see,
Yeah, sorry.
I trust your intelligence, and please respect respect my, you know, you see, I have limited patience. You know, I am a human being. I'm not you know. So if I hang up on you, they will say, hey, hang up on me. Why I need to repeat the question 1,000 times for a Muslim? So my friend, again, did Allah force Adam to commit sin when he was in heaven and he ate from the tree, or Adam, he did commit sin by his choice?
I think Allah forced him, because if Allah wanted to, he could have stopped him. Why did he write in his destiny then?
Okay, hold on. Guys, Allah, he forced him, and you are right. The hadith says that there is a debate between Adam and Musa about committing
I've heard
sin.
of that video. I've seen that video of yours.
Yeah, so good that you are watching my videos. Soon you will leave Islam. My friend, hold on, but hold on. Let me make my comment, please. So when Moses and Adam, they have a debate, and Moses, he lost the debate because Adam's argument is, you cannot blame me for a sin I did because of Allah. He forced me to do a sin. I commit. He ordained for me before he created me. Actually, in different hadith says he ordained for me 40 years before he created me. Okay. So now, if Adam been forced to commit sin, and he did sin because Allah forced him, why Allah?
Yes, I think
why
Allah is unjust, because because of his name Adil, he's not Adil, because I've heard your videos also, some other, where you explained, because, you know, if Allah was Adil, our scholars will not say that it's Allah who, if he wants to, he can throw all of you in heaven, he can throw all of you in hell if he wants to. So I think you are right about that.
Okay, so now you agree that Allah is not just.
Yes, I agree.
Wonderful. That means Allah cannot be God, because God should be just. I am unjust, you are unjust. We, you know, if you make me a judge, for sure many people will end in jail, just because my knowledge is limited and my brain is limited too. And there is no way I can be just unless I'm God. So when God, we prove that he is unjust, that means we prove that he is not God.
Yes, I'm thinking about this, yes.
Okay, so now Allah, he cannot be God, and yet he is unjust. Then how we can accept him to be our God? If he is, you know, there's a simple principle, God he should have, logically, and then this logic disappear. He is not just. And why he kicked Adam from heaven if he is the one who forced him to commit sin? I mean, this is stupid.
Actually, the only problem is the just thing. If this name was not there, like just and Adil, it wouldn't be a problem. That is the problem which is actually making me think.
Well, yeah, but here, my friend, not because his name is Adil only. I mean, the Quran claim that every soul pay for its sin, correct? Every soul. Okay, so now we discover that every soul have no sin. It was the sin of Allah. So the one who should pay for the sin is Allah. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you are in the army, and I am, let us say you are the captain, I am a soldier for you, and you say to me, shoot this guy. In the wartime, if I say no, I will be killed. So I have to obey you because you are the boss, and then I shot the guy. According to the court, I will not go to jail. The captain who ordered me, he will go to jail if this is a crime, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Allah, he ordered Adam to commit sin. So why Adam, he go to jail when the fact it's Allah? Allah is the criminal. He is the one should go to hell.
But maybe Allah did this, forced Adam and do all these things so that, you know, he can judge and test people on earth.
My friend, hold on. Okay, but you just made it even more worse. Let me tell you why. Because if Allah want to test people, shouldn't he test them? I mean, what kind of test you fail me to fail? What kind of test? You give me a test, the test mean, give me a chance to pass. But this test, nobody can, you know, so you just denied for me to fail, and then you call it test? That is not test.
Okay, actually you have given me a lot of time. Thank you for that, because mostly when I try to call my scholars, they don't even pick up my phone. So I will try calling one of my scholar.
All right.
But I'm quite convinced by you, and I'm really surprised that you talk to normal people like me and you hear our,
Well, my friend, hold on. What do you mean normal people like me? I respect you. You are my brother Christ. He love you. The Lord himself, he love you, and he don't love me more than you. What are you talking about? I am no one, my friend. I am no one. I'm not worthy even to touch the feet of my Lord. So I am no one. And yes, I am here for you and for anyone like you. And I'm not better than you, my friend. But let me tell you, before you go.
Many of things, I'm happy, but this thing is only problem with the destiny. But I'm going to do some more research with my scholar on this, just a little more.
Okay, before you go, before you go, Abdullah, listen. So, my friend, what about you before you leave? What about you denounce Islam and you accept that Islam is a false religion?
One thing that about destiny, I agree with other things. I just want to understand destiny. So you are saying that God, forced everything to do things. So destiny does not mean that He knew what was coming and that is what He wrote down. You're saying that, right?
No, because you see, knowledge of God is not destiny. That is not destiny. That is the power of God.
Yes.
Destiny is I make you do things, which means pre-plan for you, and you just do the plan. Even the word you say, it is my words. Even the act, like if we go as an example, just to explain it more. When somebody commits sin like adultery, do he choose to commit adultery or it was an order from Allah? The logic is, I choose to commit adultery, correct?
Yes, and Allah knew that, so He wrote
down. So how Muhammad, he say that Allah told him, Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in which if necessity must commit. Necessity must commit. So how? Okay, but
he will do some parts with his hand, some parts with his tongue.
Okay, but my friend. Okay, so we stone a woman for adultery. But it's Allah who made the women do adultery. Is that fair?
Does it say that exactly? I mean,
yes, it says that. Read carefully, my friend. Read carefully. Can you read it for me in the screen?
Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which man will indulge in, and which he of necessity must commit.
Right. So now a woman or a man, for sure, the woman, she will not do adultery again alone. She will do it with the man.
That means that we might see women, so it means that is a fixed part. And not everybody is saved, Like you also might have watched some women maybe while we were walking out on the street. So that is fixed, isn't it?
No. You see, no. This is fixed. This is a predestiny. Allah has a fixed very portion of adultery which a man will indulge. Will. Would you see will? It says will.
Which a man will indulge in.
Okay, so this is something you will do in the future. Who is the one who fixed it already for you? Allah. It's fixed.
Yeah, He fixed it. Means that, of course, it means that you are going to do it.
Right. But, so it's not my choice. It's not.
You will do it, right? So He's fixed some part.
Right. So it's not only you will do it. It's about the amount you will do. It says the very portion. Correct. So Allah, He decides for you how many women you will sleep with, how many women you will look at, how many times you will do it. He decided before you do it. And now you must commit. Now, so why Muhammad, he says, if a man commit adultery, whip him. If a woman, she is married, commit adultery, stone her. I mean, where is justice? If you are the one who decide for her, before you created her, how many men she would sleep with, how you stone her for a crime she did not do. The one should be whipped is Allah, because He is the one who made her do it.
Yes, I've seen most of your videos, and I agree with you most of the things. Almost, you are right about it. Yes, there are some things like this destiny. I still have to ask my scholar, but most of the things I agree.
All right. So, but you will not leave Islam by now yet. You will not announce Islam is false for you.